ಹಾಯ್ ಹಲೋ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸಮಸ್ತ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರಿಗೂ ಓಕೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಟಿವಿ ವಾಹಿನಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇಂದು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಎಂಜಿ ರಸ್ತೆಯ ತಾಜ್ ಪಂಚತಾರಾ ಹೋಟೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 2 ದಿನಗಳ ವಿಚಾರಗೋಷ್ಠಿಯನ್ನು ಉದ್ಘಾಟಿಸಲಾಯಿತು. ಇಸಾಕಾ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ನವರಿಂದ ತನ್ನ 29ನೇ ವಾರ್ಷಿಕೋತ್ಸವದ ಅಂಗವಾಗಿ ಆಯೋಜನೆಗೊಂಡ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ವಿಷಯ ಎಐ ಬೆನ್ನೆಲುಬನ್ನು ಸದೃಢಗೊಳಿಸುವುದು ಮತ್ತು ಏಜೆಂಟಿಕ್ ಎಐ ಆಡಳಿತ, ಸುರಕ್ಷತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಎಂಬ ವಿಚಾರವಾಗಿ. ಈ ವಿಚಾರಗೋಷ್ಠಿಯು ಜುಲೈ 24-25ರಂದು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನದ ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಅಡಿ ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಬಿಡಿಎ ಆಯುಕ್ತರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಕೆಎನ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಭಾರತ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಚಿವಾಲಯದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿ ಅನಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ವಿಭಾಗದ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಉಪೇಂದ್ರ ಉಪಾಧ್ಯ ಅವರು ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಸ್ಥಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಐ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು, ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನಗಳು ಒಂದು ಸಾಂಸ್ಥಿಕ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಕೋನ ಎಂಬ ವಿಷಯದ ಕುರಿತು ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡಿದರು. SQ1 ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಐಟಿ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ವಿಭಾಗದ ಶ್ರೀ ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯನ್ ಜೆ ಅವರು 29ನೇ ವಾರ್ಷಿಕ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದರು. ಈ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನವನ್ನು ಇಸಾಕಾ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ನ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ TR ರಾಜೇಶ್ ಮತ್ತು ಐಸಾಕಾ ಉಪಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಲಲಿತಾ ಸತೀಶ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಇತರ ಗಣ್ಯರ ಸಮ್ಮುಖದಲ್ಲಿ ಉದ್ಘಾಟಿಸಲಾಯಿತು. ಇಸಾಕಾ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ನ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ TR ರಾಜೇಶ್ ರವರು ಮಾತನಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಅವರು ಎಐ ಬೆನ್ನೆಲುಬನ್ನು ಸದೃಢಗೊಳಿಸುವುದು ಮತ್ತು ಏಜೆಂಟಿಕ್ ಎಐ ಆಡಳಿತ, ಸುರಕ್ಷತೆ, ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಎಂಬ ವಿಷಯದ ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆಯ ಕುರಿತು ಮಾತನಾಡಿದರು. ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನದ ಈ ಆವೃತ್ತಿಯ ಇಸಾಕಾ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಸೈಬರ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಮತ್ತು ಕೃತಕ ಬುದ್ಧಿಮತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎದುರಾಗುವ ಸವಾಲುಗಳಿಂದ ಉದ್ಭವಿಸುವ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಭದ್ರತಾ ವೃತ್ತಿಪರರಿಗಿರುವ ಆಸಕ್ತಿದಾಯಕ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನು ಅನ್ವೇಷಿಸುವುದು ಈ ವರ್ಷದ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶವಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಈ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿರಿಯ ಉದ್ಯಮ ವೃತ್ತಿಪರರು, ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ತಜ್ಞರು ತಮ್ಮ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ಒಳನೋಟಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಂಡರು. 2075ರಲ್ಲಿ 300 ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳು ಒಳಗೊಂಡು ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾದ ಇದೇ ತರಹದ ಬೃಹತ್ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನ ಇಂದು ಸುಮಾರು 500ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞರ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳಿಂದ ತುಂಬಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ಇಸಾಕಾ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ನ ಆಯೋಜಿಸಿದ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನವಾಗಿ ಹೊರಹೊಮ್ಮಿದೆ. ಜ್ಞಾನಪೂರ್ಣ ಹಾಗೂ ಉಪಯುಕ್ತ ಗೋಷ್ಠಿಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ ಈ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನವು ಜ್ಞಾನಾರ್ಜನೆಗೆ ದೊರೆತ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಉತ್ತೇಜನವಾಗಿದೆ.
Derived data is that set of data where inference is drawn. A classical example, a bank statement. Another example could probably be your credit civil bureau, your hospital health records. All these things are derived data, and very, very important, remember all of this information comes into organization. The question is, have we applied the same lens for what we applied for name, email ID, Aadhaar and PAN, right? Next. I'm sure all of you know the enforcement deadlines, but I thought I should reiterate it. 13th May 2027 is when the Diwali will start in the DPDP law.
So let me go ahead and get started. What exactly is the first slide about? It talks about the audit questions that have changed. Now, previously, audit function. Okay, let's take a step back. Right? Some of you have experience in audits, right? How many of you have some experience in audits? Perfect. A lot. Good. How many of you do audits because you love to do audits? You love audits. Excellent. Okay. First of all, it's not like whether you love it or don't love it. You have to do it, right? I mean, come on. Really? It's like me saying I love to read hundreds of pages every single day. I mean, that's just a make-up story, right? It doesn't work that way. You do audits because, hey, there's a authority sitting on you saying, if you don't do it, it doesn't work, right? I mean, that's why we talk about regulated industries. So previously, I mean, it's a hard job. I understand audit is a hard job. So previously, what did you do? You worked really hard to figure out what are the configurations that work. Excel sheet is your friend, right? Structured rows and columns. Every auditor knows Excel sheet better than I do. So you did if then else perfectly, and it worked. You did perfect point-to-point testing and comprehensive testing, kept track of the logs, what changed, what did change, what worked, what didn't work, right? Now, all of these things work when you have what you call as deterministic systems. Now, with AI, especially Gen AI we talk about, right? The core idea of a deterministic system doesn't even apply. Everything is probabilistic in nature. A simple test, okay? If I give you an assignment, right? Write like, your own ideas about Gen AI in no more than 50 lines, right? I give you the permission to use AI. Okay? Whose writing will be the best? Raise your hand. Nobody's writing is going to be the best, right? Because AI is going to change the way.
This is my takeaway message for all of us. It's there, it's happening. Whether you're in a company, outside a company, entrepreneurship, let's learn to use AI way more effectively than just like a dialogue with a chatbot. We've heard a lot of people talk about agentic AI, agents, autonomous, physical AI. They're getting better by the day, literally. So every model, right, that comes, right? I'm not scared, I'm excited because it just opens up that many more possibilities. And I come from not just a family of musicians, but I come from a family of engineers. My wife is a chip designer, 35 years experience. My two girls, proud dad of two girls, who are very, very deep tech working in core AI ML. So we're all excited about this and
Right. So as an individual organization which is independent and not even a quasi-government, I think the question to us is, are we doing the right efforts in making sure that there is education, there is awareness, there is responsibility and leadership to do what we can to both promote at the same time implement controls? Yes, we are definitely there.
An uneducated person created 121 apps in Play Store and he did a crime. Are you aware of this? Recently, right? So, one way of looking is criminals don't need education, but how are we going to respond to it proactively? Whether BNS or BNSS is adequately equipped to try such person in a current context? Yeah, it is adequate. But when AI comes into play, now the blame game shifts to AI. Now to regulate AI, as earlier point made, there's no specific law, but AI is definitely a factor. So what do we do? It's not about only our institute, it's about the society also who gets targeted. So they need not be part of any institute to learn this, but as citizens, we have to equip them. People who are not educated or educated are very similar to AI. So that is one point.
This community and this sessions are enabler for the people. And how do you, just to answer to that, we need to create an ecosystem where we need to generate the knowledgeable community. That is what this such conference is going to help us. Plus, ISACA is going to global learning community, creating a new generation of skilled people.
Instead of shifting the burden to the regulators and lawmakers to say how they are going to help us, I think the responsibility starts from us as individuals. Yeah.
Finally, some insight on awards function. It's today or tomorrow?
Yeah, it is.
It is
Today.
for rank toppers in the certifications have been given awards.
ISACA is announcing any new policies.
So it's a global community, and that decision comes from the overall ISACA global board. They always, like if we look at that, there are new 3 certifications they introduce on AI, risk management and the risk management governance as well as auditing. Globally, they come up with such practices, such policies, and we as a local chapter, and we adopt and enhance the knowledge to the community.
So it is a US-based organization, and ISACA as an organization has a seat at the table while federal laws are being made, right? And as an India chapter, as we are based out of Bangalore, Our role is to promote their certification, and we have very less role on the policy making. Unlike ICAI, which actually works with the government of India in reforming and restructuring policy, because it is a quasi government body. ISACA India is an extensive arm of the global chapter. So we take this certification, we promote global education and awareness, but we don't have policy modification rights.